in a DC game. Let's fucking go. Stay safe, my dear. Welcome to another live reaction to Batman Caped Crusader Season 1, Episode 5, The Stress of Her Regard, live reactions. I am your host, TeladiaPlays. Welcome everyone in. But before we do this reaction, let me bring my co-host, as usual, Jared from Comics League. Hello, good sir.
Yo, what's up?
Not too bad, not too bad. What can I say? Today is going to be a great stream. I have a really good feeling about today's stream in terms of, besides obvious episode, I just have a really good feeling today. So before we think, everyone, make sure you do go check out Jared on his YouTube channel. He did a great Super Wonder episode last night, so please go check that out as well. So I just like to announce that now.
We have a fun time. All right,
Yes.
let's
So
go.
in 3, 2, 1.
And you can hear.
No, I can't see it.
Wait a minute here. Oh, here's why. All right, here we go.
All right, there we go.
And you can hear.
Let me see.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Okay, bank robbery. Yes. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, King Tut. That's a Batman villain. There you go. He thinks he's basically the reincarnated of King Tut. Cool one.
I liked it. Already it's getting off to a good start. I'm going to see how you react to this before saying anything else. I'm also Jared. Your Super Wonder stream was great podcast. Listen
Thank
to
you.
while I was streaming.
The heck is this?
Oh,
Barbie.
uh, Ah, I don't.
Barbie. Oh
Uh,
God.
oh god, like yeah, come on, we don't need to see that.
Hmm.
Oh no, oh no, Jared, oh no,
What do you expect?
Harley Quinn and Renee Montoya, like, ugh.
That makes no sense. Yep. See King Tut. What's up, Brandy?
Hey, what's up, Brandy?
Love the.
Love the.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be talking about that after this,
Mhm.
Randy.
I really. Oh God. Yep. I
No,
hate this.
no, 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 no.
Hmm. What the hell is this? Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Hey, oh,
Ruth!
Ruth. Hey, Ruth. While we're here, we gotta play
Yeah,
her intro.
yeah, go ahead.
Where is it? There it is.
There you go. And
There we
people
go.
wonder why DC and Marvel can't compete with anime manga. Yeah, yes, we are doing well, Ruth.
Yeah, we're doing well. We're reacting. How are you doing, Ruth? Last night was amazing.
Mhm,
Terminator 2.
mhm,
Terminator and Terminator 2. I had a fun time.
mhm,
Hmm. 150 bucks.
mhm. That's cheap.
Yeah, that's cheap. T1 and T2 are fantastic. Yes,
Yes,
they
they are.
were.
They are.
I'm sure me and Jared will cover that at one point.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
Lockdown, lockdown. He's running. He was about to say Harley Quinn. Hey, Jared, just a question for you.
Destroy man, Jin treat Goku like TC. Yeah, exactly. Mm, mm,
Uh, that doesn't sit well with me.
mm,
I wonder. I wonder if she's gonna become Batgirl sooner rather than later.
You never know. She could.
You know how like the Batman 04?
Mhm.
Something like that, where she becomes Batgirl before Robin. I think that's cool to hide things in the book.
Hmm.
He looks more like Alfred than the Alfred
A
that we
little
got.
bit, you're right. Yeah, I was like, wait, is that did they just redo Alfred?
It's so fair.
No fair. He's Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
Richard, that's Montoya. It makes sense because Montoya is canonically buying the comics, and so is Harley. It's just
No,
I'm like,
but
okay, fine.
no, but them two together, like
Doesn't make
no.
sense. Randy by the way says, I hope the Absolute Universe will be a success because DC desperately needs to win since Rebirth film. Yeah, and by the way,
Yeah,
this week on Super Wonder is the Absolute Universe.
and also we'll be talking about the Absolute Universe in the next coming weeks on my
Mhm.
channel. Oh, he's the butler. Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's got a butler.
Ah, this is weird. Mm. Mm.
W- Wait, she knows?
Mm. Mm.
Oh, don't tell me this is like the Batman Return of the Joker storyline when Harley dies.
Mhm. She's alive. Surprising, no one.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Not
It's not
bad.
not bad, but not great either.
I hate Harley. I really hate Harley.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
the like. Let's like do a review. 1 second. So let me just make sure I change it. 1 second. All right, review time, guys. At
Mm-hmm.
26 minutes.
I mean, let me put it this way: short of Harley, of the Harley stuff and the really weird, like Arkham-esque asylum she was running, it's not bad. I like it.
I thought that this episode was like I get I know we got a lot of Easter eggs from the Batman the Animated Series from this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I enjoyed, and that's pretty fun. I like all the Batman stuff. It's pretty cool.
But obviously Harley was like the downside to this was Harley for sure. And the whole Harley Renee thing, I'm just like, no, that doesn't sit well with me at all.
Well, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Not the Harley being bi thing. It's just the pairing. And
Yeah,
but
the pairing,
then
yeah.
again, Teladia, who's one of the creatives on this show?
Bruce Tim.
That explains it. Because
Uh,
as
uh,
okay, I'm going to point something out that Jay pointed out about this episode. That was this was a Hugo Strange episode with yes, it did definitely
yeah.
feel like that. If they had been Hugo Strange, it would have fit in perfectly. Really, when you think about it, Harley is acting like Hugo Strange and not like Harley Quinn in this.
Yeah. And another thing too, no Batmobile in this one, which made me sad.
Well, it's like it doesn't. There have been episodes of B-Task where there was no Batmobile.
I know, but it's like it would have been really
It's a
cool.
cool Batmobile. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not exactly gonna like be upset about that omission.
But I'll say this though, like I thought I thought the dynamic between Barbara and Batman was cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was
That
the
was cool.
positive.
They're definitely setting up a Batgirl thing.
Yeah, they're definitely saying a Batgirl thing. I think she will be Batgirl before we get Robin. That's what I'm thinking. I'm predicting that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because we haven't gotten any indicator that there will be a Robin in this universe.
Yeah. So like I think this episode was definitely one to I wouldn't say remember. I wouldn't say this is the one to remember. I think this is the one to probably miss. Oh, forget about
Yeah,
really.
it didn't like everyone tell us that this was gonna be like the
The
weakest
weakest.
episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I really I definitely saw this. This is the weakest one so far.
This is the weakest one so far. But it's still the animation style is still good. So
Mm-hmm.
um Randy says, I get that Batman is popular, but DC is too over reliant on his character. They need to give other characters a chance. That's why we got Superman, My Adventure with Superman. That's the whole point of that show. Yes, I don't know Jerry doesn't like that, but it is what it is. And we're getting season 3 of that. But Jared, what would you rate this episode?
Oh, probably since it's the weakest, I gotta give it like a 5 or 6.
Okay, a 5 or a
I
6.
anticipate this will be the only one that's at a 5 or 6, though.
Yeah, I think for me personally, um I would have to say a 4 or 5 for me. That's just me though. A 4
Mm-hmm.
or 5 out of 10, right?
Okay, I can kind of see that. That works for me.
I think what they need to work on now is that they need to have that Jim Gordon Batman relationship rekindle even more in the next episode.
They kind of need to start establishing that if the plan is to bring in like Batman and all that. If the plan is to get to like the classic Batman era thing.
Yeah, definitely. So, guys in the chat, if you have seen the episode, let us know your thoughts on the episode. Let us know what you rate the episode, and let us also let me and Jared know what do you think about what's the positives for you, what's the negatives for you. We want to hear from you guys in the chat. And if you're watching this as a VOD later on. I would like to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the episode of Batman Cape Crusader episode 5
Mm-hmm.
of season 1? Like, what do you think of the positive? What do you think of the negative? And are you guys excited for the next episode? And will you continue to watch the episodes? That's a question for you. But obviously, me and Jared are still going to continue to watch it. This was just a one episode that wasn't that great, so we're still to continue to watch it regardless. So that's pretty cool. And I think what they need, obviously, like I said, Jim Gordon needs to be the focal point for the next few episodes. They need to have Jim Gordon and Batman have that dynamic, and you know trust bond, expand a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
And
definitely need to like start establishing that relationship, because I get that it's like origin Batman, but I would like if they could start establishing that.
do you think they'll bring Ra's al Ghul to the front?
Maybe in a future season. I don't think they'll do race now, because that requires a lot of setup.
Yeah, but I mean, in the future season, do you think they will?
Yep, I'm sure they will eventually.
Okay. Uh, but yeah, for me, I just can't wait for the next episode. Like the next episode is got me excited than this episode
Mhm.
because I'm just taking a look at the IMDb page. The next episode, I'll tell you what the next episode is. Batman Cape Crusader. All right. Next episode is uh let me just go to
Oh, this is on Amazon. Yeah, so while he looks at that up, I'm gonna bring up what Randy says. I get that Batman is popular, but DC is too over reliant on this character, and they need to give other characters a chance. Yeah, because here's the problem: eventually, you're gonna essentially you're gonna cause Batflation, and what that is going to do is it's going to lead to that character, to people being burnt out on Batman.
yeah. So here it's called, the next episode is called Night Ride.
Mm-hmm.
And the synopsis for this is: after a series of robberies in Gotham, Batman wrestles with the possibility that culprit might be from beyond the grave. Meanwhile, Harvey
That
Dent.
could actually be Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Apparently, Harvey Dent's morality is tested. A generous campaign donation comes from the most nefarious source.
It could be we're seeing him start to become Two-Face.
Yeah, so that's the next episode. And I'll tell you, it's got a 7.2 out of 10. And this episode, the Harley Quinn, would you believe, got a 7.4 out of 10
Doesn't deserve it.
on IMDb, by the way. So,
Well, IMDb. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, IMDb. So, but yeah, so guys, what do you guys think in the chat? We want to hear from you guys in the comments in this in the chat about this episode. About this episode, like positive, negatives, sound off in the comment section. But let's transition, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good place. Hold on, did you read this comment?
No, didn't Anadio say in some recent interview that his reign aimed to have only 60% or something like that of Batman related content? Yeah, that would be a little more fair. But it seems like everything DC does involves Batman.
Yeah. Okay, so transition to the next portion of this live stream. All right. So, Jared, where do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's see. Is there any specific topics that like the audience want us to touch on, or you wanted to touch on?
I mean, we can talk about we could talk about apparently a new rumor of a Microsoft Studios working on two Transformers video game.
Yes. Well, we need that. Well, also, Microsoft is also working on something really fun that they're working on relicensing like Ultimate Alliance, X-Men Origins Wolverine,
Yeah,
a lot of the Spider-Man games to bring those things back to Game Pass. And I'm like, yes, please, because I stupidly traded those in before I got into comic books and I can't play them anymore because to do so would require me ordering them from Amazon for like over $100 each, and I'm not going to do that, obviously. So if DC could, if Microsoft could do that, that'd be very appreciative.
yes. Also, what else I was gonna say? Um, another thing too, guys. Like I was gonna bring this up is how do you feel about the fact that um it's what was I gonna say? Oh, Rocksteady's got a new game. We talked about this before about Rocksteady's next game, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it previously.
Yeah, that's not going to be like the Batman.
Yeah, it's not the Batman and it's something else entirely. So, I think that's pretty cool.
That could be fun. Granted, okay, so for everyone that knows, I do. I really wish that we would stop getting Batman games and maybe give someone else a chance, or maybe we would get an update on that damn Wonder Woman game. That would be really nice.
I think, if I was in WB shoes right now, I'd be like start promoting that Wonder Woman game because they're supposed to have the Wolf Among Us season 2 and they're not promoting that at all. I think that game's done. I think that's cancelled if anything. I think it's been otherwise that game would have been released. It was supposed to come out
Mm-hmm.
this year and it doesn't look like it's coming out this year. It was supposed to come out last year. They said it was going to come out this year. It never happened. It hasn't come out yet, and there's not been any promotion for that. So I'm just like thinking, okay, yeah, the Wolf Among Us is done. I think that game is a dud. I don't think they're gonna really push that boat out. So I think if I was in Warner Brothers shoes, if it was a DC property, it'd be Wonder Woman to be the next one up, right? AAA budget, open world game.
Hopefully, I mean, one would think so, but the problem is DC doesn't prioritize Wonder Woman. I've said this on Super Wonder all the freaking time, which is hilarious because guess what? She's the third member of the freaking Trinity.
Exactly. She is the third member of the Trinity, and she's the most important character, most important
Most
female
important
character.
female character. Good. And it's like they don't do anything. And it's not like this is us saying she's like the primary female character of Superman stuff of like DC. It's because DC themselves market that.
Yeah. But I think if I had to guess, it'd be Video Game Awards will get like a gameplay trailer with a release window, and I'm gonna put this out there. I think it's summer 2025 will be the release window for Wonder Woman, which makes sense
Mm-hmm.
to compete. That will compete with Captain America and the Black Panther video game.
Mm-hmm.
Superman and Wonder Woman won't succeed as long as they have that Marvel mentality. But we're talking about video game aspect here,
No,
Randall.
no, no, no. I think he means. I mean, you could still link that. It's like here's the thing. I've said for a long time. This Wonder Woman game has to do well because if it does
Yeah,
well, this will convince DC and Warner Brothers that Wonder Woman is worth investing in. Because we had this in 2017 when the movie came out. First movie, very important. I specify the first movie, and the
yeah.
second movie's underperformance and relative craptitude took all that goodwill away to the point where now WB kind of sees Wonder Woman as like less of a
Redundant.
priority. Because I guarantee you, if this movie does really, if this game does really well, you'll see a bunch of those. You'll see like Paradise Lost being reworked into a Wonder Woman centric project instead of just a project that takes place before Wonder Woman was born.
I have another feeling. I think this Wonder Woman TV show might not only be reworked, but I also think that this Wonder Woman game might be part of the DCU.
Which that would be stupid of them to do because here's the thing, they recorded all that dialogue and stuff most likely before James Gunn took over. So
No,
you're telling
but
me they would have to re-record literally everything with the voice actor?
true. But here's the thing. It's not. This is not James Gunn coming in and saying, "Look, we want you to make this game into the DCU." This is the developers saying we wanted to make it into the DCU.
Yeah, but if no, but I understand that. But if James Gunn himself says no, it doesn't really make a difference. Ultimately, James Gunn is the one that has to outline this, because if Wonder Woman is not a priority, are they going to want to put in the extra money into this game just to re-record
DCU.
all the audio with whoever? And here's the thing, they really can't do it, because here's why. This is
Go
why I
on.
don't necessarily believe that rumor, because they would have to you would have to know who is going to be cast as Wonder Woman now, so they can like start recording that. And so far we have no indicator of who Wonder Woman is. And according to Britt, who was talking to someone close, she said that they really don't have someone cast as Wonder Woman yet.
Pika saying, when that gameplay trailer for Wonder Woman game comes out, it better have the same impact Sonic 3 trailer did in the show, showing how much work has been put into it.
Yeah.
I think if I was, because in the not James, if I was in the DCU, not DCU, I mean, if I was in the gaming space, I'd be like, okay, push this game out, push as much as they can. You've got till summer of 2025. If I was in, if I was DC, you have the summer up to the summer of 2025 to basically get this game out.
Or
Otherwise, you're
at
gonna.
least you put something out that tells people this game is still alive, like a
Yeah,
trailer or something. Give me something.
because there's no AAA. There's not been any other AAA DC game announced yet, right?
Probably because I think Suicide Squad also influenced that, because it's probably like they're very like guarded on AAA gaming right now because of what happened with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that is true. Um, but I think if I was in their shoes though, like if I was in WB shoes, I'd be like, okay, push out the Wonder Woman game, get that out there, and then announce the Superman game. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
Randy says if GC wants the Wonder Woman to succeed, they need to learn more into the Greek mythology.
Okay, if you're saying use more of the gods, yes, but don't put Wonder Woman more into the Greek, because here's the thing, the Amazons and technically Diana in the Greek myth are actually bad guys, so I wouldn't necessarily go full on into that. But if you mean use more of like her in continuity Greek mythology, yes, do that. Use more of the gods. That's the best way to do it.
So I was gonna bring this up, right? The way I see it though, it's like, if because they're gonna go into that Greek mythology in the video game aspect anyway. I think that's the focal point for this video game. Um, I also think, guys, is WB will be looking at the numbers for this game, and if this game succeeds, which I think it will, then you're looking at more AAA single player open world games coming in the
Yep.
future.
Yep, 110%. Again, so a lot is riding on this Wonder Woman game, even outside of the Wonder Woman IP.
Yeah, a lot is riding. You could get 3 Wonder Woman games from one Wonder Woman game that succeeds. Just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
just how like Batman Arkham was once Arkham Asylum came out, it made gangbusters in sales, and it won Game of the Year. Then
Hey,
it
and what's up, Dave? By the way, he says yes. This was the weakest episode for us, Dave. 100%. And yeah, so the next one's one of the best. We'll be keeping an eye out for that.
Thanks for letting us know, Dave. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. But yeah, back to the like the Wonder Woman situation, Jared. I think, but like I said, Jared, I think that if if you look at the Wonder Woman game compared to the Arkham games now, I think Wonder Woman will be the pinnacle of DC now going forward.
If it's successful, again,
No,
because if it's
what I mean is that now she's getting a video game. It'll be focused on her now. All the attention will be on her.
not
Then
necessarily, because I've heard that they also want other DC characters to show up in that game,
wait, what?
like as cameos and stuff.
Mm, yeah, you're not wrong there. But what I mean, like for example, because she has a very own video game,
Mm-hmm.
so all eyes is on the fact that she's got a video game. Batman hasn't got a video game in nearly 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the VR game, you don't count the VR game, right? Besides that, so it's like okay, if I was if in WB's eyes, okay, we gotta look at Wonder Woman. She's the biggest thing coming for us. She's making an impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the thing. And then obviously there's a rumored Superman game. If that Superman game does get announced either this year or next year, I think that's a big thing for Warner Brothers, a big boost in confidence for them, I think.
Yeah, me too. I do agree on that.
But I think there's a lot of momentum riding. I think with the Absolute Universe as well, because that's a big thing too, right? With that being released end of this year, and then you got like next leading up all the way up to the beginning of next year and whatnot. There's a lot riding on this, I think,
Mm-hmm.
personally, right? And
Mm-hmm.
as you said, you're picking up Absolute Wonder Woman, you're picking up the Absolute Superman, right? So you're picking up
Mm-hmm.
two out of the three Trinities. Uh, sorry, two out of the three of the Trinity books, right? Um, and you already said that. Like, obviously, you're gonna wait and see how this plays out, but everything is riding on
It
these
has the
IPs.
potential. Let me put it this way. I'm not saying the potential is not there. It's
Yeah,
like 100% it has potential. The problem is, as I've seen with like the new 52, when DC has potential, they don't typically embrace it.
yeah. It's like I said, um, only time will tell on that frontier. But I think when you compare the video games and the comics, I think it's good that DC are doing different things, though. If you know what I mean,
Oh yeah,
right?
it's very good that they're experimenting. If the experiment works out, hey, then more power to you, because that's a fantastic thing that DC is doing. If it
Yeah.
works out, if it doesn't, then I'm like,
Then we're back to square one with flipping with coward Superman and godlike uh Wonder Woman
mm-hmm,
and Batman who can't fight a robot.
mm-hmm.
So we got that. But I wonder, Jared, how much sales will these books issue make?
The number ones will sell well, because number ones for the absolute guys always sell well, particularly because it's like the start of a new universe. So I anticipate those will sell well. It's just later on, we'll see if it either keeps up that sales or if it doesn't have that big of a drop, because there's always going to be a drop between issue 1 and issue 2. If there's that,
Okay.
if there's like a small drop, even if there's like a large drop, but the next few issues it starts to build back up, then I'd say, okay, they have something healthy here. It all depends on long term how this does.
And with and you know what, just considering this is like the Snyderverse because Scott Snyder is in charge of this universe. So am I right? Am I wrong, Jared? This
Mm-hmm.
is technically the Snyderverse is restored.
Technically, I mean, that would be cool if they brought it back as a comic. That would be dope. But I'm
Uh,
like, yeah, that would be very funny.
you know, I just had the thought:
Mm-hmm.
what if this universe takes takes some of the assets from Zack Snyder's universe and put it into this book?
They kind of do that already, because there was an issue where, like in the Batmobile, you see the Affleck Batmobile. Randy says, but I thought Rebirth was the best thing ever, and yet they need the absolute universe to build. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Going back to Rebirth, and even Dan DiDio said this, that the problem with Rebirth is that they started to go back to what made them want to do the reboot in the first place.
And I'll also say this. I think the Absolute Universe is like, if you take a look at like the Trinity's logos, so reminiscent of Snyder's logos, New 52
Mm-hmm.
reminiscent. And if you think about it, right, I can just see some of the aspects being put into this stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we got Bulkman as Batman, but kind of Zack is actually into the Dark Knight side of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Scott is writing this. So, as a less rich Batman, I think it'd be interesting to see some of the aspect, let's say, how Darkseid plays into the fold of this comic. And
Reportedly, Scott Snyder kind of gave an insight into that. He said the thing about Darkseid in the app and like All In and this leads the Absolute Universe is that it's according to Scott Snyder, when we see Darkseid, he's like dealing with some type of he's dealing with like some thought that like I keep doing the same thing over and over again. The heroes keep beating me, so let me do something new.
mhm. So there's that. Pika says, considering how DC dropped the Rebirth branding in 2018, how much stroke little impact does it still have? And if it's a lot, how irrelevant was Dawn of DC coming after it? Good question.
Well, Dawn of DC. Here's the problem with Dawn of DC. They had good momentum on that. It's just then, in the middle of that momentum, you had good stories. They had like night terrors. They kept interrupting the great momentum they had with events, and then everyone's like, "I'm done."
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that too. But I don't think they need to do more events. I don't think they'll do events after events in the Absolute Universe. I don't think. I think they'll be like, because it's a weekly issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Because
Oh,
it's week.
for what absolute?
Yeah.
I think maybe it may be weekly, or they may do it as a monthly series.
Now I gotta ask you this question, Jared. Do you think in the future, do you think they will eventually get to the round of just doing, hey, we'll do a Justice League book, and they'll take like the cover. You know how the New 52 was when them were attacking Darkseid?
Mm-hmm.
That cover, that the one from the one that were cover that we did for issue 1. Do you think they'll do a style like that?
They may do like homage covers to that. That would be actually really cool if they did that.
I think that'd be pretty cool if they did that. I wish there was more like characters to add to the roster. I think because they've only got like 5 Justice League members currently in the Absolute Universe. You got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. You got Green Lantern and Flash, which is 5. I wonder if they're gonna do like other characters, like from the within the Justice League. Let's say a Cyborg or Martian Manhunter or Aquaman. It'd be cool to have Aquaman in the Absolute
Oh, they're
Universe.
definitely going to have these other characters. It's just what I think they're doing is they're starting off small because the problem with the new 52 when they started is that there was 52 books launching and it was a little overwhelming. What they're doing now is they're launching it with, let's say, 3 or 4 titles. If you want to pick up everything, that's more manageable than 52 titles. So they're
Yeah.
probably like, let's start here, see if it's good, see if it lasts. And then if it lasts, then we can start adding.
And as Vandy says, which I agree with, if DC was smart, they would do Super Wonder in the Absolute Universe, which me and Jared will be discussing in the latest Super Wonder episode next week. And we'll be talking about how Super Wonder can work in the Absolute Universe in a like a in a live stream that we'll be doing where we have like a discussion about the Absolute Universe um, after we take that 1 week break from Justice League, because
Yep.
we are going to be covering Justice League, and then we'll take that 1 week break of just us just talking about something else entirely. But yeah, but I think this is a good place to wrap up things because, guys, this it's been a fun stream. We've spent like an hour, well, half an hour had a reaction, and then 30 minutes having a discussion not only about comics and gaming and everything, but at least you guys have that conversation with me and Jared as we talk about DC or Marvel with you guys. At least there's something there for you. I don't want it to make a long 3 hour stream. I'm not Jared. Jared can do 3 hour talks about Super Wonderful for a long period of time. I'm
We
not the
did last
master.
night. But trust me, it was 3 hours talking about why my adventure with Superman sucks.
Yeah. So Jared, as per usual, let the world know where they can find you, where you're coming up on the channel, and also let the world know how excited are you for the next exciting episode of Super
Well,
Wonder.
and now that I know that like the next episode of Batman is good, I'm kind of excited for it. As for what's coming up this week, on Wednesday, I'm going to release my commentary video about why Superman does not need to be relatable, and the difference between Marvel and DC, kind of expanding on a statement I made on the show last night. As for Super Wonder, we're going to be going straight up into how we would handle the absolute universe. Taladia will be there too.
Yes.
For movie night, we're going to be discussing Aliens as part of Sci-Fi September, and for Under Two Capes, Taladi and I are going to be talking about absolute Batman.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and for the gaming stream, I'm going to be playing Lego Batman 3.
Yes. Jared will be playing Lego Batman 3. And then that's cool. So, guys, also make sure you do check him out on Twitter at Comics League JT. Follow him there. Make sure if you want to become a member to his channel, become a member on his channel, and also become a member on mine. He's got some really cool perks. So do I. And you get like pull list and all of that stuff. So it's great on his channel. As for me on my channel, guys, whatever coming up on my channel is that next Wednesday is me and Jared are going to be doing Snyder Fans Read Comics, and we'll be discussing Forever Evil Part 2. So I can't wait to discuss that with him. It's my first read of Forever Evil because I've never read it before, and do a discussion on it. And then also, obviously, like Jared said, the Absolute Universe with Under Two Capes. So that's what we'll be doing. And then on Sunday, next Sunday, it's not Snyder Fans. It's Batman Cape Crusader episode 6, where we'll be reacting to that and have more discussions of weekly stuff. But once we're done with this series, guys, there will be a new series coming up, which is myself and Jared having a topic of discussion every Sunday where we talk about the news from movie news and video games and whatnot from the world of DC and Marvel. So stay tuned for that. Um, and if you want to follow me, there's the link in the description, and it's at TeladiaPlays _ That's on Twitter. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button, guys. From 0.99 to 4.99. Sorry, from 0.99 cents or 4, which is 99 pennies. You guys could become a member, get the Discord server, get to become all the good stuff, and we do monthly members panels as well, which I'm planning to do uh in the next couple of weeks. Actually, I'm going to plan to do that. I'm going to speak to Jared about that.
Oh yeah,
So
and my member stream is coming up.
okay, so Jared's member stream is coming up. Okay, as for me, sorry,
you just reminded me of that. Sorry.
no, it's all right. Yeah, so we'll be doing, myself and Jared will be doing our monthly member stream pretty soon. So stay tuned for that, and we will be having another member. And oh yeah, I forgot, because it's the first and we're wrapping up, I might as well gift out some memberships. I totally forgot to do this. So so uh so let me just make sure you hit that like button, guys, because I know that we're not hit the like button yet. I know you guys aren't hitting that like button. So feel free to hit that like button, guys. So okay, so we're gifting 5 now and then 5 on Wednesday. Ruth, you got gifted the membership. Zeke was gifted the membership. Shakti YouTube Twitch was gifted the membership. And Boiling Vlogs was gifted the membership. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Vrog Horror was gifted the membership. So welcome to the TeladiaPlays Club. I hope you have enjoyed this. So as Jared, as per usual, you get a final saying. Let's get out of here.
Lois Lane is sorry.
No, it's all right.
Jeez. Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs with General Zod. So it's a Max about for life. See you later.
Peace out, everyone.